Welcome back, YouTube. My name is MrSchroeter, and I'm here to bring you guys finance information daily. So, today we're going to be talking about Navy Federal. We're going to be talking about their loans, their personal loans, and the approval process, if it's hard, if it's easy, and if their loans are worthwhile, if you should get them or not. With that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and get straight into this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, again, today we're going to be talking about the Navy Federal Credit Union loans. Navy Federal Credit Union offers very many loans. They offer personal loans. They offer, home loans. They offer car loans. They offer student loans. Again, today we're going to specifically be talking about their personal loans and why you may want to get one of their personal loans. What would be an instance where you would take one out? What could be the advantages? What could be the disadvantages of taking out a personal loan through Navy Federal? And how should you go about paying off that loan? And what are the overall ramifications of either getting the loan or not getting the loan? So, once again, Navy Federal's loans, they have various options for personal loans and loans for home projects and things of that nature, as well as loans for recreational vehicles. But just for their typical personal expense loan, it's a loan that they offer. Interest rates vary between 7% and 18%, depending on how long of a term you take for the loan, as well as your credit worthiness. This could be to your advantage. This could also be to your disadvantage, because if you need to pay this loan over a longer course of time, the longer that you choose to pay it back, the more of a risk it makes you, and in turn, the higher the interest rate that you will get on this money. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, that the more you look like a risk to the bank, the more money that you're requesting, and the longer the term that you're requesting to pay it off will be, the more of an interest rate that you're going to have. So it will increase your interest rate. Now, the next thing that you want to think about is, not only does that increase your interest rate, but of course, if it increases your interest rate, it increases the amount of interest that you're going to pay over the course of the loan. So when you get a higher interest rate and then you get a longer term, it doesn't pay to be broke. That's one of my slogans, is actually, is it costs to be broke. So by having that longer term and that higher interest rate, you're going to be paying out exponentially more over the course of that loan. So you definitely want to think about that before you go to get a personal loan, as to how long is it going to take you to repay that loan, and how much interest are you going to be paying by paying that loan back. So definitely take that into account. Now, the other thing is, take into account how much money you want before you apply for the loan. See, because Navy Federal is good about, they only do one credit pool every 30 days. So since they're only doing one credit pool every 30 days for loans, you can apply for various types of loans off of one credit pool. However, that's great because you can apply for various types of lending products. So since you can apply for various types of lending products, then it's better to have an idea in your head of how much you want to begin with, and then work your way backwards into choosing different lending products that could complement your personal loan. If it's something else that you want to do, maybe you're using your personal loan to consolidate debt, and then you're also in need of a auto refinance. It's better to be as little of those internal increase that they allow you at one to have to take them all out on getting multiple loans, going back and getting another loan, another loan, another loan. So take that into account that you do everything at one time. So you want 15,000, apply for 15,000 to begin with, and apply to refinance the car. Apply for that line of credit. Do everything at one time, because it just makes so much sense to be able to take advantage of all of those lending products, rather than you going back and applying for multiple personal loans, and then eventually they will stop you. After so many loans, they will say, hey, if you take this loan, you can't apply for a loan for many months. I've noticed that number seems to be around 5. However, it varies from person to person depending on your credit worthiness and your income. Always take that into consideration. The next thing, and when thinking about filling out any loan application, is the actual application. Navy Federal's application is quite So, with that being said, the questions that the application is going to ask you, it's going to ask you, your income. It's going to ask you your phone number, email, where you work, how long you've worked there. Just really basic questions any lender is going to ask you before they give you money. It's not like they're asking for any ridiculous questions or anything like that. So definitely, pay attention to that. And when you're filling out your application, fill it out in detail, because the better you fill out your application, and also having a reasoning behind why you're getting the money, there's the potential that they will be able to do more for you, or they'll be able to help you better, rather than you being in a bad situation and not being able to work your way back out of that situation. So just always, think about how you're filling out your application. And if the bank calls you, what would you tell them is the reason you want for that money? And is that reason valid? Now, another thing is consolidating debt. If you're thinking about getting a personal loan to consolidate debt, remember that it's not beneficial to consolidate debt if the consolidation is not going to increase your credit score exponentially, or decrease the amount of interest that you're going to be paying exponentially. You don't want to just be opening up trade lines, and they're not giving you some type of benefit. If you're getting the loan to go invest with it, is it going to give you a return on income? How much money are you going to make back compared to how much interest you're going to have to spend? Are you going to be able to pay it back in time? How much of a return on your income can you get off of that first month, so that you can make that first payment? Different things that you want to think about whenever you're looking at investing with other people's money. So also take that into consideration. Some different reasons. Otherwise, maybe home improvement. It may be, flipping small items. It may be other reasons that you want to take that loan. It may just be to increase your credit. So think about why you want that loan, and definitely take advantage of being able to get them. And also remember, if you're paying down debt with a personal loan, you're using it for debt consolidation. Remember that you don't want to keep racking up debt while you're in the process of paying off debt, because in that case, you're just working against yourself. So instead of working against yourself, work with yourself. So definitely pay attention. And like I said, I have gotten these loans. I did it during the pandemic. I also recently got some personal loans through Navy Federal to add positive history and pay down credit card debt and consolidate it into one payment. And I personally love their lending products. I love the opportunity that they give you to get multiple products off of one inquiry. And I personally love their loan products, how they push out the due dates if you pay them in advance. Just all the little nuances and benefits that Navy Federal adds in for you. And I would definitely recommend these loans to anyone who's in the process of, paying off debt, paying down credit cards for utilization, consolidating, or even investing. If you can pay it off within a short enough period of term to get one of those lower interest rates, like 7%, I definitely do recommend these products. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being tuned in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.